Hello Cancer and welcome to September 2026. This is for those of you who have sun, moon, rising or other important placements in this zodiac sign. In this reading I'm going to cover your general energy for the month as well as love and career, ending with an advice for you. So the main card for this month for you is the Eight of Swords, and maybe you are overthinking about something and mentally stuck. I also see this as a loop. You're stuck in a loop mentally. You're thinking of the same thing over and over. Potentially things from the past, or not seeing options, or like stuck. You're stuck. You just, yeah. All right. So you're just having maybe anxiety or second guessing yourself, or you're supposed to make a decision, but you're doubting yourself. Okay, maybe you think something is impossible. It's impossible for me to do this. So then you get yourself stuck in here. So the card here is asking you whether fear or assumptions or self-doubt are making the walls around you look higher than they actually are, right? So is it all in your head, right? Let's consider that. Could all of these problems or whatever is keeping you on your toes here be in your head only? Okay, so let's take a look at your reading and see what's going on here for you for September. That's your card, the Chariot. Okay, we got the Moon wanting to come out a bit too. So yeah, you're definitely a bit in the clouds, very much in the clouds. Looking at the Moon. Yeah, I don't think you're very clear-headed, but you will. We do have the High Priestess. So you are like in the fifth dimension, Carmen. Why do I want to say Carmen? Weird. Maybe someone here is Carmen. I don't know. That name just came out of nowhere. Cancer is what I meant. So the Chariot is how you feel about yourself right now. You want to move. I think you do want to get yourself out of the loop that you got yourself stuck in with that Eight of Swords. So the Chariot is like, I want to win out of here. I want movement. I want something to change. You want to be balanced because up until now you were, I feel like, I see the Temperance card. And I feel like you just want to be steady. You want to be steady. You don't want to get in that constant loop. That's what I'm sensing. Okay, I've got some cards that want to come out. Ten of Pentacles. For some of you, could be dealing with marriage. Okay, let's see what this is. Knight of Wands. We're going to put this one down. Chariot. Ace of Wands. I think you're feeling courageous. You're feeling brave. I gotta say though, I think that you want help too. Like you need a hero of some sort here with the Knight of Wands barging it with the Chariot. Like you want fast movement. You want passion. You want something to change. But you got the Judgment and the Page of Pentacles, and they were kind of, they were reversed. You feel like it was time a long time ago. It was time for something to come in and happen, and it didn't. And you've been stuck in a loop because of it. Maybe you're waiting for an apology, or waiting for a seed, or you're like a seed as like we're starting something. Like, when is it going to happen? And then you got yourself stuck like that because of it. And you need a boost. And I have a feeling if nobody's coming here to do something for you, you're going to do it. What you want the most is the King of Wands. For some of you, you want this particular person. There is someone here for some of you. You really have your eyes on a particular person that is very passionate. You're admiring them. But the King of Wands can represent your energy. What you want is you want to be the one who makes the decisions. You want to be in control. You want to, the one that is admired. You want to attract people with your confidence and your self-esteem. What is the King of Wands? Five of Pentacles. You were not appreciated. With the Five of Pentacles, you felt that someone made you feel small when you are in fact a King of Wands, right? It's like you felt like a beggar. You waited and waited and you got kicked out, either from a relationship or just in general. Like with this Five of Pentacles, it's like, it's a bit of a self-pity. And you want to be out of that energy. Your fears are the Five of Swords. I feel with the Five of Swords as your fear is like, I think you are looking back and questioning if whatever you've been through was worth it. There were maybe some ego battles or words that were said that didn't land like you wanted them to. And you're thinking, was it really worth it? Was that the right decision? Or you fear that in the future, if you need to talk to someone, that you might say the wrong thing and it may just not be worth it. What are the fears here for you with the Five of Swords? There's some type of conflict about a new beginning. The Two of Cups. So something happened between two people here, a partnership. And you're worried that words may have ruined that, or you're worried that they may ruin that in the future. The Star is what's going for you. It's the fact that you are hopeful. Okay? Look how bright that star. It's really big in the sky. It's brightening up the whole sky. So what's going for you? We have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Nine of Wands in reverse. That's like being wounded in battle, right? Like the guy has a bandage around his head. But here you are again, Cancer. You know, with it in reverse, you're like, you know what? I've been through hell and I'm still standing and I don't even care about it anymore. Because you have that hard shell, Cancer. You have a hard shell, you're all mush inside, but on the outside, you're tough. And so you know you've been through stuff, you healed yourself, and now you don't even care about whatever has happened. You have overcome them, whatever issues you've had. Ace of Swords is what's going against you. It's a truth. It's the truth or clarity. Maybe you don't have it. Why is the Ace of Swords in a negative position? The Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Kind of a negative position here. You don't have clarity about this Queen of Pentacles. And we got a jumper, and that is the Five of Swords on the ground. I'm telling you, something was spoken here. And with the Queen of Pentacles in a negative position here, between these sword cards, I feel like something of value may have been lost here, or has the potential to be lost because of words or because of lack of clarity. Okay, the Ace of Wands is your outcome with the Temperance there. So we have here like a new opportunity. We have, I see the Death card as well as the Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, a new opportunity here, healing, and death is now we got to do things differently. So there's a change happening here, with or without your permission, right? Death is inevitable. It's not something that you could have controlled. So there's like an ending of some sort that's changing the outcome and giving you this Ace of Wands, a new opportunity. And it's passionate. So whether this is a relationship or you're starting something new, like a project, right, with that King of Wands energy, maybe you may have done it in the past, blew it, and now you're restarting it, but you're doing it differently. Okay, and that's going to be a lot more balanced, and you're going to get yourself out of that loop that we talked about. Okay, let's take a look at love. Let's see what's happening in love for Cancer for this month. King of Wands is back. Knight of Wands. Page of Wands, lots of passion. Temperance. Some of you may be dealing with the Sagittarius. That Temperance card wanted to come out, and you got these lots of fire. Even there's like 3 of Wands. A very passionate month, I would say. Fire, right? Okay. So what's happening beneath the surface? We got the King of Wands. You might have your eyes on this person. Okay, this King of Wands energy. Who is the King of Wands? 3 of Wands. It's the same card as this one. So you might want to travel to this King of Wands. The King of Wands might be far away from you. You have your eyes on a person. This King of Wands could be something in the future here for you. So you have a person that's coming in here with this passionate energy. 6 of Pentacles, something that you've been wanting here that's going to give you what you want. It's time, like a karmic response of some sort. What you need to see clearly here is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is passion. Maybe you're dealing with this, whoever this person is, right? If you're single, you may have someone come in here, and at first they're not serious. Things could get serious later on. We'll see how we clarify these. But the Knight of Wands energy is not promising you commitment. And if they do, it's like they do it out of passion in the moment. It's not a very reliable source. We have the Devil, right? So this is a lot of like passion. It could be a bit of obsession with this person, or this person's like obsessed with you. There's like this energy here that's keeping you stuck. Why is the Devil here? The Hierophant. Maybe some of you are dealing with a married person. You are married and looking at this other person, or someone's here maybe like tempting you, the Hierophant, right? If you know you're not married, the Hierophant and the Devil here is like, you got to make the right choice, right? Like, we got to do things the right way. Page of Wands is your next step. I think with the Page of Wands is like, maybe don't jump in too fast. Small steps. You're still excited. This is still passionate. This is still curiosity here. Don't say no to that. But it's a small step, right? We don't jump into things. And 6 of Cups. Some of you. Okay, for some of you, obviously, with the 6 of Cups, we could look at an ex situation here. So again, small steps. For others, the 6 of Cups, this can be a new person, but it's telling you to focus more on the soul connection with them. You aim for that with a small step into it, rather than, again, jumping straight into the passion only, and then you're not seeing clearly what is going on there. Anything else we need to know about this? 10 of Wands and 2 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is telling me like you still have a way to go For those of you dealing with an ex, if they are returning, you still have a way to go here. Or you haven't finished something that you need to do in your life before this person comes back in. For others, like I said, if you jump into a relationship here and you're not focusing on the soul, on a genuine soul connection, and you're just jumping in because you're attracted to them, and this is like a relationship out just simply pure out of passion, you can't resist them, it might be harder on the long term. Okay, but we do see here future for you coming out twice with the Three of Wands. It's like planning something, looking into the future. All right, Cancer, let's take a look at your career for September. What do we have here for Cancer? All right, so it's showing me that where you are right now, and look, we have the Ten of Swords. In terms of career, maybe it's not bringing you that emotional fulfillment that you need. You make money, but something about this is telling me it's like I'm in it to make the money. I'm in it and it's a responsibility, or I have responsibilities and I need to be in the situation that I'm in. There's just not really a lot of satisfaction. It does say that eventually you will have, like with this Page of Cups, some type of opportunity that's coming in here for you. So let's start to clarify these. Maybe you're unsure of the place you are in. Like, is this going to go anywhere? Okay, so where you are right now in terms of your career with the Three of Swords, clarified by the Nine of Wands. It's almost telling me, hang in there. You're doing it for a reason. You've been at it for some time. Maybe you do have, like I said, responsibilities and you need to just hold on. What should you do about this current position? Seven of Swords, the Sun. I do feel like you might just have to push through with it. Seven of Swords, sometimes you have to just keep pushing through. Seven of Swords to me here is saying like, almost like keep quiet, or don't be too outspoken about what you're feeling, which is very unlikely. I don't usually say this, but it's almost like it might not be the best place for you to be right now, but you're in it because you have something going on here for you. And so we're going to clarify the Ten of Wands. Okay, right away we have this Ace of Wands coming up. So there will be an opportunity for you at the end of this road, and the Ace of Swords is confirming this for me. At the end of this Ten of Wands journey and this struggle, something's coming through. Okay, we have the Ace of Wands. There will be an opportunity. This rabbit is holding on this branch. Okay, and what is the opportunity about? The Six of Wands and the Eight of Wands. So things will absolutely turn here for the best, but it's, I don't know, like I'm seeing that you've either been in this job for a long time and it hasn't been that satisfactory, but long term you will receive the recognition. I also see the Eight of Wands. There's going to be some opportunity here. Things are actually going to start moving for you, flow easily. Eight of Wands for some of you could represent the opportunity of travel as well, but things are definitely changing. And we saw the Sun. Okay, there is a victory here for you. Page of Cups, what else is what you need to know? Okay, and the Empress and the Star. So look how your reading turned for your career. It's like you started it almost like in a depressing situation, and it all turned out to be beautiful and hopeful, and like you're rewarded for the hard work you've done and what you've been through. I'm definitely seeing the lack of satisfaction here. You worked hard, and now you're gonna, at the end of this road, you're sitting on a throne. It hasn't been easy, okay? Yeah, maybe you felt that at work they weren't giving you the value, or whoever you're working with did not see your true talent. okay? The Ten of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. So someone is like, it's possible with the Three of Pentacles, I'm seeing someone's giving you here a helping hand, lifting you up from this Ten of Swords position you've been in. Okay, so things are definitely turning for you in a very positive light, and it's changing your outcome completely for career. Okay, I think you've been on a long journey here of not being appreciated or being disappointment, and it didn't give you any emotional satisfaction, but things are turning for you beautifully. And so now if we're going to take a look at the last card I pulled for you for your advice, it was the Nine of Cups. And that is a card of emotional fulfillment. At the end of the day, you are getting some satisfaction out of a situation. It could be career, it could be love, I'm not sure, right? We don't know. It's just your advice for this month. It's asking you to allow yourself to receive something you genuinely desire. So what is it that you desire? Welcome it. Maybe you're more trapped in your head, right? Your first card was the Eight of Swords. You might be more trapped in your head than you need to be. And with the Nine of Cups, for your advice, I'm sensing that you do have a choice here. And it's asking you, what is it that you really, really want? What do you desire for this wish to come true? We had the Star. That's another card of a wish coming true for you. Okay, so less mental prison and more emotional honesty for you this month, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please subscribe, like the video, and for private readings, you can read the description box below.